If we look into the earth is composed of three layers: crust, mantle, and core. The conditions change dramatically from the crust to the mantle location. Pressure rise drastically and temperature rise to 1000 degrees centigrade. Gradually, the extreme heat causes liquefaction of huge stones and they become a thick liquid substance. The substance is called magma. This viscous and molten rock get collected into large chamber within the Earth's crust. Since magma is lighter than surrounding rock, it floats up towards the surface and seek out cracks and weakness in the mantle. It finally explodes from the peak point of a volcano after reaching the surface. When it is under the surface, the molten rock is known as magma and erupts as the lava when comes up. Produced volcanic activity is found in divergent and convergent plate boundaries. At a divergent boundary, tectonic plates move apart from one another. They never really separate because magma continuously moves up from the mantle into this boundary, building new plate material on both sides of the plate boundary. At a convergent plate boundary, tectonic plates move towards one another and collide. Oftentimes, this collision forces the denser plate edge to subduct or sink beneath the less dense plate edge. The subduction zones can create deep trenches. As the denser plate edge moves downward, the pressure and temperature surrounding it increase, which causes the melting of the plate, and the melted rock rise through the plate, sometimes reaching its surface as part of a volcano. Type of volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruptions occur mostly in two ways. One, violent and explosive type of eruption. Two, quiet type of fissure eruption. Central or explosive eruption type occurs through a central pipe and a small opening by breaking and blowing off the crystal surface due to violent and explosive gases accumulated deep within the earth. The eruption is so rapid and violent that huge quantities of volcanic material consisting of lavas, volcanic dust, ashes, etc. are ejected up to thousands of meters in the sky. Those types of volcanoes are further divided into 5 subtypes based on the differences in the intensity of eruption, variation in the ejected volcanic material, and the period of the action of volcanic events. As Hawaiian type, Hawaiian eruptions are named after the characteristic eruptions of volcanoes of the Hawaiian island. Hawaiian eruptions are effusive rather than explosive, rounded blisters of hot and glowing balls of lavas when caught off a string wind glide in the air like red and glowing hair. The Hawaiian people consider those threads as Pele's hair. Strombolian type. Such volcanoes named after the Stromboli volcano of Lipari Island in the Mediterranean Sea. Beside lava, other volcanic materials like pumice, scoria, bombs, etc. ejected to the greater heights in the sky. The eruptions are nearly continuous, but sometimes they are interrupted by long intervals. Volcanian type. Those are named after the volcano of Lipari Island in the Mediterranean Sea. The lavas are so viscous and pasty that are quickly solidified and hardened between two eruptions. Those lava crusts obstruct to escape of violent gases during the next eruption. The violent gases break and shatter the lava crust. Pilean type. Those are named after the Pili volcano, Martinique Island in the Caribbean Sea. The ejected lavas are most viscous and pasty. Obstructing domes of lava are formed above the conduit of the volcanoes. Thus, every successive eruption has to blow off the lava domes. The most disastrous volcanic eruptions of Mount Pelee on May 8, 1902 destroyed the whole of the town of Saint Pierre and killed almost 28,000 people in the city. mainly glowing clouds of hot gases, lavas, etc., out from the volcanic eruption and spread out at the speed of 100 km per hour as avalanche along the hill slope. This incident is known as Nue Ardente. Vesuvius type. In this type of eruption, there is extremely violent expulsion of magma due to an enormous volume of explosive gases. Volcanic materials are thrown up to the greater height in the sky. To fissure eruption. Such volcanoes occur along a fracture, fault, and fissure. There is slow upwelling of magma and resultant lavas spread over the ground surface. The speed of lava movement depends on the nature of magma, volume of magma, slope of the ground surface, and temperature conditions.